furry love.
I love my furry love. Oh.
An Amish love. Do you like feet?
Oh. Especially ones with big old calluses on them.
I like a good club foot.
I love feet. There we go. There's our theme.
Toe jam.
I love feet.
It makes me weep.
Love feet. I love feet.
Mercy.
Oh, baby, don't cut those toenails. Keep them long. 'Cause I want you to scratch my back.
Can you imagine that?
Ooh, I want you to climb the walls with those, baby. Oh, I love feet.
You're live.
Hello, good evening. We have Superman and Darth Helmet.
Darth Helmet. Darth Helmet.
You have tuned into Tangents with Nate and Todd.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Todd. And that's it, pretty much.
That's it,
Let's wrap it up. Another episode has gone and passed, or come and passed, or...
Good show. Good show. Good show. Always a good show.
Yeah, that one time I did hear that.
Something's wrong with
See, I don't
What's
know
wrong with my mic, Dave?
if that's a cord
I don't know. Check.
or if that's a mic.
Check. I don't know.
Don't touch the cord.
What? Didn't do it.
Excuse me.
It comes back every now and then. I think it's the mic.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. How about now? I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Oh, whoa. All right. Well,
Okay.
Well, hey, guys.
Hey, welcome, everybody.
It's always something with this gear.
Eileen is here.
We bought this from the Dollar General store.
We bought it from Shanghai.
We bought it from Dollar General on North Main.
Mm.
And
One time, my stepdaughter ordered something, and it's like, holy jeez, would you order from China? Sure as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it came from China.
yeah, nowadays it's been doing that.
And
yeah.
it's like, I mean, it took like 3 weeks. I forget what it was, like a necklace or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes forever.
I'm like,
And then it comes in like this envelope that's got
All this-
all this Chinese writing
Yeah.
on it.
ching chong, ching.
The only thing in your in English is your name.
Be great if they had that in written up. So here we are. It is post. Well, we did post Thanksgiving already.
Hey,
yes.
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Cheers.
I got
And
my.
if you have one, please crack one open. Drink with us.
The more you drink, the funnier we get.
Drink responsibly.
And yes. But drink responsibly and drive sober, or get pulled over.
Well, Darth Helmet. I love it. It says "I'm awesome" on the side. Those are my old. So for the studio, Forevermore Studio, I had these made when I first opened the studio,
Yeah.
and they say "I'm awesome" at Forevermore Studio at the very bottom.
Oh, I ordered this T-shirt. I should have gotten it. I didn't get check the mail yesterday, but I'll have to wear it next time.
Yeah.
That's all I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Oh, a surprise.
It's really not that special, but you never know. Hey, you can call us now.
Yes, we've got a whole rig, so we can hear you. You can hear us. It's awesome.
Right, and the number is 315.
315.
31.
I think there's an 8 in there.
5. There could be
Probably a 6.
anywhere between a 0 and a 9.
8675 309. 8675
309.
Jenny.
Who could I turn to?
We're probably gonna get pulled off the internet because we're saying most of that.
This is
315.
okay. Ask us a question.
869
869
7623. We're professionals.
869-7623. Call us up and pledge today. 315-869-7623. Now, what is this about?
I gotta take this off. It's poking me.
Is it? I'm gonna wear my bathrobe. We gotta do one in a bath. You got
Her
a bathrobe?
Yeah, I got a bathrobe.
Yeah, I think
My
that'd
son
be
got
kinda
me
cool.
one for Christmas.
Wait till we get
birthday or something.
It's like coming back, part 2. Nate and Todd in their bathrobes,
lounging around in our skivvies.
Yes, there's nothing like watching a tangent in someone's bathrobe. We just want to be comfortable.
That's
what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Comfort levels. That's what it's all about. So what's the deal? So you can check out the live stream and then go to Patreon.
So yeah, you can watch us. I think right now we're doing Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch us for about 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes, and on YouTube Live for the whole shift, right?
And we got Day mic'd up too now, so she can certainly talk anytime she wants.
Oh, so wait, are we cutting it off Facebook halfway?
I have no idea. You tell me.
I figured that we would shoot the whole thing live. Everybody can watch it while it's live.
There we go.
But after we aren't live, they will be deleted or unlisted from
Forever.
Yes, from YouTube, from Twitch, and from Facebook. So the only way to watch previous live streams will be to become a subscriber on Patreon.
You have to become a Pat Ron of Tangents with Nate and Todd.
And that's our producer Day, which her voice sounds so soothing with that new microphone.
It does, doesn't it?
That's great.
Hi.
She's got a nice one. Mine's like crackling. There's lead paint. There's lead paint chipping off in my mouth.
Who knows where this microphone came from?
Don't lick the microphones. It'll have mercury in it.
Well, for those who do listen, if you do enjoy what we do and what have you, not that we're begging, but excuse me, but a small pledge through Patreon could be. I mean, right now we have two Pat Rons for $2 a month.
That's right, man. We're rolling in it.
So if we got, like, let's say another 700 Pat Rons, that would be $700 or $702 a month.
We would have girls and boys.
We could hire people.
We want to be very fair with this. So we're gonna have boys and girls just standing in the background, just being like looking good. So that way you don't have to look at us the whole time. You can look at beautiful people.
If we got up to 700 for 7, I'm sure we could find a couple of girls to dance in bikinis.
And boys.
Yeah, Daisy.
We have female fans. We have female fans.
We could probably do that for $700 a month.
Yeah, we could.
We could splurge like that.
We could. We definitely.
It's not
could.
like, what are you gonna do with $700? Well, I don't know. I could pay the mortgage.
Can you imagine that interview?
We're talking. So, Dave, what's going on? As some girl, some buxom beauty is, just doing her thing.
The interview for them to be here. So what are your qualifications? And they're just like, well, I can do this.
But but I wanted to go. I'd want to go local with that.
Oh, you gotta shop local.
Gotta go some local girls. Maybe some nice college girls who.
Wait a second.
I'm not saying anything bad.
My wife watches this. I don't know if I can get it.
Well, okay, let's get our wives then. Feel bad? We'll get my wife. We'll get Tori.
Tori will be on here.
And my wife will dance in a bikini behind me. I don't know. I'll put out 150, maybe $200. You might do that.
Is this something where it ends with a fishbowl of keys?
Well, since there's only 4 sets.
Dave's just shaking her head. Dave's just shaking her head. And her eyes got the biggest I've ever seen. She's like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Dave's like, my keys are not going in that fishbowl.
I don't think your keys could fit in the fishbowl. Look how many keys she's got.
What do you have?
No.
She's like a janitor over there.
Do you have that drawstring
I
on
bet
your side?
That's literally what I'm getting her for Christmas. Look at this.
Well,
she reduced.
Yeah,
I think she reduced.
Mine's not that bad.
She
What
just-
you're thinking of Ben's?
Ben does
who
have that.
has,
Yeah.
It like goes down.
yeah, but how
to
many
here.
actual keys do you have on there?
Yeah,
I
it's all
have
chain. It's all key rings.
5.
5 keys.
5
keys
keys
for all
but
that.
then you've got your.
Oh no, I take that back. 6 because this is a key. This is my car key. It's a fob.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a key fob. Yeah.
So that's
What's
technically a
fob
key.
stand for?
Fucking out. bounds, man.
I only have 3
Freaking
keychains.
out bounds, man.
Yeah, well, so why do you do all the other things on there?
Well, this one's from the Loft
They're memories.
Store.
Yeah.
This one is from St. Louis, and this one's from Park Safari, and
We went to St. Louis.
this one's my custom-made PC at home. It's main gear.
Now, you have to be careful, Day. I'm worried about you now. It's because when you use that key fob, what do you have, a Dodge what?
A Dodge Dart.
Dodge Dart. You put that key fob in.
We called the douchemobile.
It
I'm
is-
sorry.
it's a
Douchemobile?
Yes.
What's wrong with the darts? Are nice cars.
No, I know, but you got to see it. She has like this custom like mud print thing
Yeah,
that
let
goes
me
off
see
the
if I can
side.
find
And,
it.
Yeah.
and actually, Dave, tell the story about the guy that when you're in the parking lot when
You
you
can't
pulled in.
see Day. She is the mystery woman.
Yeah, tell the story about when you remember the guy was like he said something about your dart.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so bad. Okay. So last year, I did pet Santa photos at Tractor Supply.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And we were packing up and we were leaving for the day. Nate's kid was with me, by the way, helping me pack up, okay? And so I am going back into Tractor Supply, right? I just loaded stuff up.
Yeah.
And this guy comes walking out and he yells across the parking lot, "That's a nice fucking Dodge." Like swearing across the parking lot. I think he was like, "It's a sexy fucking Dodge." It was weird. It was really awkward.
I'm sorry, I've heard this story 3
I
times.
told you. Dodge darts are hot.
But the thing is,
My
it's
sister-in-law used
like
to drive one.
the old darts are nice, but this is a new dart like.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
new
gonna
darts are
find
pretty
it.
sporty.
And it's white. It's pure white, and it has
Uh-huh.
like this like mud print thing off the side.
Here.
She's gonna show. Now we're showing everybody. Should we show everybody your dart? 'Cause
Oh,
the-
yeah. Well,
And
what do you
so
call it? The douchemobile or whatever?
she actually I think she dubbed it. I didn't call it that.
It's the kind of vehicle that you see some college frat kid driving.
We just alienated all
Oh,
our
I
frat
see.
fans. But yeah, it was funny. So
I've had
actually,
people in nice cars like stare me down at like Mustangs and like these sports cars, and they just kind of stare at me when I'm driving it, and it's like, it's just a car. It was a good price car. What do you want from me?
here's
Well,
here's
no,
the
I-
funny thing. There's 2 of those in town.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm playing like Russian roulette with this because every time I see her car, I write a note. I write an anonymous note on her car saying,
When you look at the license plate?
no, I don't even think of it. I just go, and then Tori's usually with me, and I write something like "nice car, douchebag" or something, and then I go,
Fucking
geez, I hope
sexy.
that was hers.
Yeah. You can tell because the other person with the Dodge Dart has silver rims.
See, I don't pay
Mine-
attention.
Mine were painted black, but they're kind of scuffed up now.
Right. Did you paint them
Why?
yourself?
No, they were painted when I got them, and I tried to repaint them so they didn't look so bad,
Oh.
but
Kind
it
of
doesn't want to
Walmart paint, or
Spray paint.
Yeah.
some hair paint.
Yeah,
Hair
got some
paint.
metallic, yeah.
Got a little
so-
hair paint.
So who's Blackfire Drake?
I don't know, but he's cool.
That was 5 minutes ago.
Thank
And
you,
Subscribe to you.
thank you, Blackfire.
Thank you, Blackfire Drake.
You the man,
We appreciate that.
or
And-
you the girl. I don't know. Maybe
And we did have,
Hey, he started from the bottom. Now he's here
he started at the bottom. Yeah.
because he's Drake. No, didn't get that one.
No.
No, Drake
Drake.
I didn't
started
get
from
that
the
one.
bottom. Now he's here.
Was that a song?
Yeah, it's a Drake song.
Oh. Missed that one. Did
was
you
great.
notice the gray hairs?
I did. Did you notice I got mine a little trimmed today?
I noticed that. You got quite the buzz there in the back. Looking dapper.
Yeah, needed a haircut.
So sexy.
Needed a hair- Hey, have you tried this new app called TikTok? I don't think you have.
Would you say Tinder?
TikTok.
TikTok? No, what's TikTok?
All right, so do you remember Musically? I'm sorry. I think it's funny because I know the answer. It's like rhetorical questions here.
Musically?
Musically was an app.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Vine?
I've heard of Vine.
Like the 6-second videos? Well, Musically it's kind of an app to record yourself, like lip syncing to songs and stuff like that.
That's pathetic. Okay.
Okay, but it's fun. It's fun because
Okay, well.
people have actually taken it and they make funny videos with it rather than
Right.
just doing that. So they changed their name to TikTok. But anyways, it's like a combination of Vine and Musically. But so I mean, I'm gonna let you watch this one. This is one I did. So here, watch this one right here. I know that was a little dead. I'm gonna show the audience. Hold on. I'm gonna show the audience. Hold on. Let's see.
You can send me the link.
Oh.
Can I send you the link? It's the app. It's on the app.
Man,
let me see what I can do.
Technically speaking, if we plugged it into the computer, I can play it.
Let me see what I can do. I could probably send this to you, Day. So I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh my
But
God.
anyway, so I have it's at Chamber Dude. I have a TikTok. I do a bunch of them. Actually, Day, if you're in my Facebook, I just sent it to Todd and Day, our little group chat where we make fun of each other's douchemobiles. But yeah, if you're on TikTok, I'm at Chamber Dude. I am monetizing that.
Oh, there's my.
But yeah, if you have a
God.
TikTok,
You know, it's just funny. I mean, I don't know. I think if I was only. If this stuff was out when I was a kid, I would have had a blast.
it is. So, listen,
That's the sad
I'm
part.
40. I'm almost 41 years old. I still have fun with it. I think it's hilarious.
No, I just don't
Actually,
ever think
I
of
go
it.
down the rabbit's hole on these apps. Like I'll get like, in the morning, like right when I wake up, I kind of check my messages real quick, and then I'm like, I need a minute to wake up. I turn it on
Right.
and I'll watch. And next thing I know, 5-10 minutes have gone by, and I'm like, I only was going to
I
do it
know.
for like a minute, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get up.
I do that. It's just can we play this?
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
This is awesome.
Let me.
She's gonna put it up. Put it up. Put it up.
There we go.
Blackfire Drake.
It's up, and I'm gonna need audio from it. Correct.
Look at the hashtags I use. Our future Messina.
Boy, we're in trouble now.
Singing. When do I even come in? I don't.
I'm not hearing anything.
I just love the outfit.
Why are you making me sing? I hate singing. When do I even come in? I don't.
Oh, you can't really hear it.
You know what's
Why are you
funny?
making me sing? I hate singing. When do I even come in? I don't.
Go and get that outfit, change it,
Why are you making
and
me
put it
sing?
on
I
all
hate
for a
singing.
6-second
When do I even
video.
come
I
in?
know. I am super extra
It's
sometimes.
just like when we used to shoot commercials when I worked at Northern Music, and we would spend all day to shoot a 30-second freaking commercial.
here's
And
the,
it was it's crazy.
here's the sad part. That's the third version. That's the third version of that video.
It took me 8 hours to shoot that 6 seconds.
No, there's 2 other versions. In fact, I'm gonna do another one to make it even. So every time I do this, let's see. I think it's this one here.
I'm gonna do a porn video.
Oh wait. Oh, I got. You know what? I gotta do it. I gotta do one. I gotta do this with you. So this is funny.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you watch this, and you're on camera. So here we go. I'm gonna put this in the. Watch.
You pleasuring yourself?
Isn't that funny? So they have a song. They do a bunch of these. They're called reaction videos, and so it'll be a song like, all right, like there's one. What is it? Foreigner. Where is it Foreigner from Rocky, Eye of the Tiger?
No, Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah.
They have one where it's, and then it goes into a completely different song, but it sounds like it goes
like a
in perfect.
mashup.
Yeah, so they do that, and it's one of those things where people react to them. So they get ready to sing, and they're like, "What?" Like, and it's so funny every time. I love it.
Well, hey, if you want to actually call us, it'd be nice if you did. Break up this monotony. 315-869-7623. And this is Tangents with Nate and Todd. And Nate, you had a pretty crazy day today.
I did. I have a crazy day every day.
And I had a crazy day yesterday. We were supposed to be here yesterday, which is our fault. My fault, really. Not our fault. My fault. And I take fear.
I'll be honest. It didn't break my heart because I was pretty busy too.
Yeah. So today I said, well, let's do it today. And then we got off a little late here, and I see we're I think Ralph's with us, and he broke the internet. So
You did.
I think we're right there with him.
Nice.
I think Ralph broke the internet.
Are you talking about Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, because he wrecked it. He wrecked the internet. Did you hear about that?
I
was sitting
did.
there. I heard the news, and I said, Ralph broke the internet, or he wrecked it, or what did I don't know what he did, but he ruined it. And someone's got to kick that Ralph's ass.
Al Gore's gonna kick his ass. Didn't he
Yeah.
invent the internet?
Freaking Al Gore. Did you hear Al Gore is going to do a 24-hour something to do with what do you call it? What's in this beer, man?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys.
The environment, 24 hours.
He's going to do 24 hours in the environment? Don't we all do that?
Well, it's something to do because he's a big environment dude. And
Is he, though?
I don't know.
I think he... No, I'm not going to get into it. We don't need to get into that.
No, but then before you know it, we'll have the not even a show guy start busting on us because we start getting political. We don't want that.
That's true. We don't like to get political,
Yeah,
but you know what?
Because he'll start busting our.
This is
busting
about
our
as
chops.
political as we get. Politics suck.
It is true. And my son, and he made a good point. We had local elections and stuff here, the midterm elections, and he says I tuned in, and yeah. Couple of old guys talking about politics. That's what I want to listen to. I'm like, well, that's the last time we're doing that.
Tori said she's getting too much information from us. What do you mean?
What kind of information do you want? I'll share anything, Tori.
Was that just now? Too much information?
Yeah, what was that?
Or was that delayed? She did say that there's a delay. We have to be conscious of that because she says that sometimes when she reacts, we don't react to it for like 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, well. Sarcasm. Oh. Okay. I'm not...
Were you being sarcastic? I'm never sarcastic.
No.
What you talking about?
Whatever.
Yeah, fine. Sarcasm. Is sarcasm kind of like an orgasm?
No, it's not. Wait.
But I was just saying, talking about like those Vine videos.
Depends. I mean, maybe your wife has that. Maybe the lines are blurred with your wife.
I didn't have an orgasm. I was being sarcastic with my sarcasm.
She was like, you were like, honey, was that good? And she's like, yeah, Todd, it was the best I ever
great. Can we go to sleep now? I almost fell asleep before you finished, but you woke me up with that grunt. Should I spell it out?
No. Wait, you should spell it because I probably would misspell it.
I still don't know what she's talking about.
It's really tough with the chat. You have to like kind of.
Well, tell me about it. Like the one, you can't sense sarcasm in a
Oh, you
message.
definitely can't sense sarcasm.
So.
Well, it's funny when you have to put LOL behind things sometimes. It's like you don't want to tell the person that you're not cool with it,
right?
But you're like, hey,
you know what
it'd be cooler if you shut your mouth next time at turkey dinner. LOL.
I think.
You know what I mean? Hey, next time you're gonna out me, you know, it'd be cool if you just don't do that. LOL.
I think Tori should call us on our new bat line.
Yeah, Tori, call us.
315-869.
Let's get into it, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, 7623. So that way we can actually hear, and only a slight delay of what I don't know.
Let's do this, Tori.
So, I said I'm getting a lot of information with sarcasm. Oh, we'll call anyways, Tori. It'll be a good practice for us.
We're never making any sense, so.
Not really. That's why it's tangents with Nate and Todd. See, if people don't understand, this is what it's all about.
Do you get your Christmas tree yet?
Yeah.
Do you have it up and everything?
Mm-hmm.
We don't do one. Well, I shouldn't say that. We do sometimes.
I'm Jewish, though. So.
Well, then that's awkward. Is it a split house?
No, we have.
Are you really Jewish, or are you just messing with me?
No, I'm messing with you.
It's like, so you have a menorah?
And I don't know anything about. I'm not a religious person, and of Christmas to me is kind of like such a well.
Well, there's Christmas, there's Hanukkah, there's Kwanzaa,
and then there's Festivus
for the rest of us.
And I got my aluminum pole.
All right, so when we were doing this Christmas downtown thing,
yeah,
we were all talking about that. We were like, maybe we should put up like an aluminum pole and everything and do
and then we need to air our grievances.
Yeah, we were talking about
feats
that.
of strength.
We thought it would be not so much funny, but like I guess whimsical.
Yeah,
is that the word? I mean, we were trying to make sure it's not so much we were not. Well, we didn't want to leave anyone out. We wanted to do it all. You know.
For those who remember Seinfeld, which I forget. Is an old show.
It's old. It's very old now.
You know, but to me, that's like the last time I really would want to tune in to watch TV. That's how long ago like TV was like, oh, I gotta watch Seinfeld tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch any TV right now?
I watch.
What's your favorite show? What's your favorite show? The one you can't miss.
The Golf Channel.
Seriously? Oh, you're into golf, aren't you?
David Faraday's show, but I mean, then again, I don't have a show. I don't have one.
I got tons of shows.
I like watching documentaries. My wife hates me.
No, I like documentaries too. So I stream everything, so it's on my time. So because I tell people, oh yeah, I watch this show, and they're like, when do you have the time? All right, so
I do like Breaking Bad.
Like 2 a.m. when nothing's happening. I'm usually on my computer, still watching shows, and then I get up at around 7 or 8. I'm ready to go.
You're hyper.
I am. I don't even.
How does Tori put up with you? Tell us.
I don't even drink soda anymore. I'm still like this.
Well, that's how you're wound. That's how you're wound. That's how you're wired.
Actually, so I was at a meeting, and they had coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I hate it. But that was the only thing they had to drink, and I had a donut, and I was like, I need something. So I got a coffee. I grabbed the coffee. I start sipping on it. And so the caffeine starts to hit me, and I felt myself calm. I felt it come.
It actually calmed you.
It did, and I went, "Oh my god!" So the thing is, though, I had to stop drinking soda because soda's just terrible for you. So I'm thinking I should start drinking coffee. I hate the taste.
Maybe it calms you down. But what do you put into it? Like, do you just drink black?
1 cream, 1 sugar.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's it.
Well, had you ever?
Because black coffee's horrible.
Like
My wife
vanilla?
drinks that. Ugh.
Do you like French vanilla? I like French vanilla.
Sure.
Here's what I do.
Those mochas, those Starbucks mochas?
Yeah.
I'll drink those, but those, it's
Well,
like,
that's
there's
like drinking candy.
I was going to say, there's hardly any coffee in it.
So I put, we make, my wife and I, like we do, we're like connoisseurs of coffee.
Coffee connoisseurs?
No, not at all. We have instant coffee because it's just easy. We would make a pot of coffee.
Like Sanka?
No, we have Nescafe.
Folgers?
No, Folgers sucks.
I'm trying to think of all.
And that's pretty much it.
Is that it?
Great
Folgers
value.
and Nesca?
Nescafe.
Nescafe.
French roast, particularly. I like that one. I like the French roast.
What's the one? What's the one with the guy with the Mexican or Colombian with the donkey?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Can he come to your window like a pedophile or something?
Yeah, you can't do that nowadays. Then you get shot.
He's like, here's a nice French roast. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing in my yard?
You sick pig. He was talking about French roast. Not like French tickler.
Speaking of French tickler, that's one of our Patreon tiers now.
Oh, the French tickler.
They changed our tiers, so she's got the beer buddies. Wait, no, caffeine cadets. The beer buds.
Right.
Gut gigglers.
Gut gigglers.
And then the top tier. These are our most prestigious people, the French ticklers.
Now, does that mean we come over to your house and have dinner with you?
I don't know what she's roped us into, but it sounds like they'll be thanked by us.
You get a foot massage from Nate.
Oh no, they receive a mug. They get a Tangents with Nate and Todd mug
via recordings, and is that all they get? Well, how much is it? $15 a month. My God, you're not asking for a whole lot, are you? I mean, we got to give them something big.
Should we add something? Let's figure out what should we add.
I don't know.
Hey, Elizabeth. We are hilarious, aren't we?
I think
we're just idiots. That's what we are.
I think if you're willing to subscribe $15 a month.
So what should we tell them?
You gotta have like a lunch date, like once a month.
All right. For once a month. Wait, we're gonna
or lunch, or maybe like dinner, because I can't do lunch.
Wait a second. What if we have like a Tangents like beer chill, like together?
I'm totally down for beer and wings.
We buy it. We take care of it. All right. So if you sponsor our French tickler, that's messed up.
Become a French tickler.
If you become a French tickler, you're also going to have exclusive. It's going to be a pizza party, beer and pizza wings party, right?
Yeah.
With us.
It could get crazy. Fish bowls when they come out.
Tony's like, so you get $50 on dinner. Hey,
it's worth it.
We didn't say we were good at business. Wait, I am good at business. Wait a second. Juan Valdez, she's right. Tina, Juan Valdez, that's the guy with the donkey.
Juan Valdez.
He would show up your window and be like, have some coffee. I'm like, get out of here.
Get out of here. That's 2018 for you. Oh my God.
Guys, Juan
What's
Valdez.
wrong with people nowadays?
All right, it was Juan Valdez, but what was the coffee?
I don't remember. So Tina, help us out.
Tina.
We'll wait.
Yeah, she's Googling it right now. We could do it, but I don't want to Google.
I don't want to Google. I don't want to Google.
This
Google's not for me.
2018, that is a term now. I don't want to Google.
I don't
Actually,
wanna Google.
somebody called me today,
Yeah.
and
They
they're
did?
like, yeah, so they asked me like 2 or 3 questions,
Mm-hmm.
and they were literally questions. I said, I think Google would have helped you faster.
Well, what's amazing was I've worked with some young people, and they come in and they're like, ask me a question. And I'm like, I don't know, Google it. Because that's what I'm going to do.
I say that to my kids all the time.
Just Google it.
Well, you remember.
You would think they would know. Because they're younger than me.
And that's the thing. Most kids, I remember asking why, like,
Why?
Mom,
Ask
why?
Google. Don't ask me.
And that was our source of information was
Yeah.
our parents. Because, the only thing I had was the Encyclopedia Britannica, and I only had A to, F because
Right.
they stopped paying for it. So I know everything about the French Revolution, but anything past that, I know nothing.
My parents were so poor. Well, we weren't that poor. But we were good middle class upbringing, But my mom, or maybe my mom stole them. I don't know. But we had Encyclopedia Britannicas, whatever.
yeah.
But only went up to O.
So
it was the
you
same
got farther
kind
than
of
I
thing.
did. So you're smarter than me.
So all I know is that when it came, I'm in 6th grade. I had to do like a paper, like a 6-page paper. I'm like
octopus?
6-page paper. Well, it had to be on a country, so I needed to be something between A and O.
Octavia?
I took Austria.
Austria. Wait, that's with an A.
Right, because A.
Oh, because it's in the A. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
so I
thinking
had
O.
the A, so I had Austria.
Austria, huh.
And I pretty much plagiarized.
Was like Arnold Schwarzenegger like the basis of it?
No, and it talked about the Ottoman. Well, it's funny because I pretty much was just copying out of it, and I'm going, I'm going to have way too much. So I've got to end this somewhere.
Thank you, Todd, for writing such a good paper about me. It was the best paper ever.
I love Austria.
I'm so. What grade was it? What grade?
I was 6th grade.
It was such an honor to be a part of your
You know-
6th grade research paper.
You know what I remember about that paper? Now, my teacher read it, and our principal read them all. And I don't remember what I got for a grade on it. I mean, I can only imagine what it looked like. But I started it. I had blue ink and black ink because I'd start it and I couldn't find my pen, so I got another pen. It was a different color. And
Let me just read this paper. Wait a second. Did someone else start writing this paper?
Oh no, it was in my handwriting. But I think it was the principal. I had Mr. Peter Lisi, great guy. He put in. He goes, you could have used the same color pen for the.
So maybe you weren't middle class like you were thinking. Maybe you were lower middle class. Because there we go again. Oh, there we go.
I think we just got to be careful not to talk too loud in these microphones.
Back. So, anyways, make sure you get that French tickler.
So if you can't hear Nate, get the French tickler. It's only $15 a month. I mean, my God, just think that's like a couple of coffees a month that you're giving up to fund, and then you get to have a beer and wings with Nate and Todd, which is certainly worth it. And oh my God, I like how you pull on that.
It's for some reason when you plug it back in, it works fine.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, God.
anyways,
Sorry about that.
I was looking at myself in the. Now I can't look
Well,
at
you
myself.
can call.
You can call 315-869-7623.
Yeah, we got it.
And if you do, please, come on, we're begging you.
We should write that down.
315-869-7623. It's already in my mental trap.
You gotta bring out those old chops.
Yeah, so 315-869-869-7623.
Ooh, 860.
I love 869.
860. Wait, we should look on the phone, see if that says anything.
869-7623.
869-7623.
Entertain us. Call us up. Ask us a question.
Yeah.
Talk with Todd. I used to do a Talk with Todd subject
We
back
should.
in the radio, and that was funny.
So 869. So 8 is the TUV, 69 is the MNO, and 9 is the WXYZ. So let's see. 869, and you can get Tox, Toe. You can get Toe. You can get Toy. Okay, so 869, you can get Toy.
Toy.
So we got Toy. So what's the other numbers?
7623.
7 is PQRS. MNO. What was it? 23. ABC and DEF. Let's see. Toy. What did we find?
I don't know.
We have
So-
a new tier.
We have a new tier.
We have a new tier.
The Spanish tickler. Oh, man.
Sorry.
Now the Spanish tickler hurts.
The Spanish tickler. Oh, wasn't that the one where
That was the one with like claws.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the bad one.
Yes, my son.
Let's see.
Okay, so you said 7 was PQRS, 6 is MNO, so PO,
Toy.
B, there's a ROB, the RO.
This is stellar podcast right now. We're like RS.
SMAD, Toy SMAD.
Toy Smad?
SMAD, Toy SMAD. No, we could do. How about something with a Q? We could do.
If you have a phone at home, you should give us some recommendations.
RO. How about ROCE? ROCE.
Did we miss
No.
the 10-minute mark?
RO8. Toy Road.
Toy Road, that works.
ROAD. Toy Road. 315 Toy Road.
We'll take it. We'll
Toy
take it.
Road.
We'll take it. Oh, just
Toy Road.
Toy Road. We'll take it. It works. I like it.
Yes.
Wonder what 315 does.
I don't know.
DEF.
see here,
Oh,
3.
wait, 1. Nothing's 1.
1 is my voicemail.
What? That's weird.
What's that?
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed at
Who do you want to call? Want to call somebody?
Yeah. Call anyone. Wait, speaking of that,
Yeah.
I got a random message the other day.
Uh-huh.
So people know about this. People
Yeah.
know all about this little thing that we're having fun with.
Yeah.
I get a message that they're accusing us of messing with them. So they sent me a message. They go, "Did you call me from this number?" And I'm like, "No, who are you?" Like, and they're like, I didn't want to be one of the butt of your jokes." And I'm like, "What? We didn't call
Seriously?
anyone yet." I mean, we didn't call anyone yet, but yeah, they thought we had called them to mess with them.
Well, maybe it was the guy we called from Utica.
No. It was
Like a local
somebody.
guy?
It was a local woman actually.
So, Dave, if I was to call out on this, they would get my phone number, right?
Theoretically, unless
Oh,
you get
yeah.
the Google, if you get the Google Voice app, you can call out from Google
Yeah, but you can do
Voice.
*67.
Yeah, but you know what? They might not answer.
If you do *67, then their phone number. you
It
won't.
depends on who I'm trying to call. I could call my wife.
And she's
No, that wouldn't be good.
well.
She might-
Apparently, Tori doesn't want to call us because we asked her to call.
Obviously.
She's busy with the Santa,
She says that,
She's busy with Santa.
setting up Santa.
but she's
Oh.
listening at the same time.
Well,
Let's
it's a
see
podcast.
here.
It's easy to listen.
It's true. So what'd you do this week?
There's a silence alarm. What I do this week? Well, a lot of masturbation.
And there it goes. And there it goes.
No, I'm just kidding.
0 to 100. Dave's looking for a new house to buy.
A new
Or
what?
New house to buy.
No, not a house to buy.
Oh, careful. You hurt your hand. You're buying a house?
No.
Sorry, guys. My mic sucks. She's looking for a new place to rent, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you're in the North Country area, specifically Messina,
Looking for a place to stay?
and you have an apartment with 3 bedrooms.
2 to 3, yeah.
2 to 3 bedrooms?
Oh,
3
2.
bedrooms.
Oh, so
Jeez
2.
and crow.
I know of one, but I'll
Oh,
tell
let
you
me-
that after.
Let's see here.
How fair?
Oh, here, recents. Okay, hold on.
Who we
Okay.
calling?
My friend Chris. We'll see if he's available. I doubt he answers. He's probably at the bar.
Oh, that'd be awesome if he was at the bar.
If not, I'll call him back and do it again. He loves me.
We could leave a message.
We could. We might.
Do something like.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice
bastard.
messaging system. 3,
Oh,
1,
no, you don't want to
Yeah,
put that.
no,
You don't
wait,
put that.
is not available. No, please record now. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Chris, where the hell are you? We're on a podcast here. We're trying to call you, get your input, and you don't call.
We both have our shirts off and everything. We're waiting.
Yeah,
for
we're
you.
waiting. We got the olive oil like you asked for, and but you're not here. You're not calling. What the hell? Give me a call. All right, bye.
Jerk.
Let's call back.
Just keep calling him.
Hey, if you want to give us your phone number, we'll call you.
That'd be great. No one's gonna give them their number now.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's see.
they're gonna put their phone number live on the internet.
Anyone can find it. It's not that hard. All right, we won't call.
Were
them.
they able to see the TikTok thing in audio?
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't hear it because I didn't have the right thing in. No, you need to leave a voicemail and say, "This is the IRS."
Okay, I gotta order meat. Hold on.
Gotta order meat.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen.
Oh my God.
Gotta make a meat order. Stand by. Yeah, hi. Can I place a meat order, please?
Meat order? Oh, yeah, just 1 moment.
Thank you.
All right. 1 second.
All right, what can I get for meat order?
Oh, well, I wanted to get 10 pounds of chicken.
Pounds of chicken.
Yeah, 20 pounds of burger. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 pounds of burger. 20 pounds of chicken, 10 pounds of burger.
20 pounds of chicken, 10 pounds of burger.
Yeah, and usually Chip gets me like a, I don't know, pork loin or whatever. He cuts up into pork chops and spare ribs.
Already, how much of that?
Whatever. I forget what he calls it. It's a pork loin or something like that.
Okay, I'll put this down as pork loin. And what's your name?
Truax, Todd Truax.
Oh, Truax? Okay.
Yes. And who's this?
Oh, this is Brian.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Oh, not too much.
Well, that's good.
And can I get your phone number?
Yeah, sure. It is 315
Wait a second.
212 4518.
4518. And when did you want this by?
Well, as soon as he can do it.
All right. As soon as you can do it.
Yes.
All right.
Because you can't beat Chip's meat.
I'll just put ASAP on there for you then.
That sounds good. He knows.
Alrighty, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bye.
See you later, Tom.
Tom! Tom Truax. Who the hell's this Tom guy?
See you later, Tom. That's great. That is great.
Well, I've been meaning to do that for like a week.
By the way, we gotta edit that later.
No, I don't care. You can get my phone number anywhere. All you gotta do is Google my name, Todd Truax. You'll see Truax Entertainment, and there's
Oh,
my
that's
phone
true.
number.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That was funny. See, all right, no problem, Tom. That was good.
Oh, let's call this guy.
He's just gonna call people. Now.
Yeah, this guy used to work with at the radio station or at the car dealership. We won't bust on him too much.
Yeah, we're having fun with our phone thing.
Yeah.
We just got it.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to
What?
reach has a voicemail box
Nobody.
that has not been set up yet.
Oh.
Please try your
So they must be either a 12-year-old boy or a 6-year-old person.
Well, you know what's funny is my
Check. There we go.
my son was like that. He never set up his like. Why don't you set up your freaking voicemail?
My kids are, what is wrong with this?
I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the microphone or if it's.
It is, because when I unplug it and plug it back in. So my daughter, she does that as well. She used to do that.
Yeah.
Both of them. They didn't. Oh, actually, my son still has it, I think. But and then recently I went to call my daughter, and so I get this message. It's like, "Hey, it's Riley, and I didn't answer for a reason. So get the hint. So get the hint." And I call her up. I'm like, "Get that off your message. You can't have that."
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Google, what now, Day? You said Google
Voice,
Oh,
the
Google
app.
Voice.
Google Voice
That's how you can call out without your number.
app for Android. Do I have it already? Maybe.
You'd have to log in.
Oh yeah.
So how many people have TikTok? I want to see. I want people to fan me because it's fun.
But I got this guy I can call, but I don't want him to have my number. Well, if he knows that I called him, and you got to listen to this guy. I mean, he's out there. We'll have to like hang up on him.
And then he's gonna watch this and he's gonna realize.
No, he won't because he doesn't know how to use. Well, he knows how to use a computer, but he doesn't know enough to. I got a bunch of girls in here we could call.
If you got his number, just type it, write the number down, and then do *67 in front of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how would he know?
He wouldn't. He would just.
No, I better not. Because I'm telling you, that would be open up a big box of worms right there with this dude. He's a whack job.
It's fine with me.
I can call my daughter. I can call my dad.
Yeah. Call. No. Well, call either one of them. We'll see if they have any embarrassing stories of you.
Sure, we'll call my dad. My stepmom. Quick, hello. Probably out. Church function.
Hello.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
Hey, you're on our.
Thinking of,
You're just thinking about me?
yeah.
Oh, are you in the bathroom again? No, we're doing our podcast right now. So I was testing out our new phone call thingy.
What's up, Dad?
That's Nate.
Oh, hi.
Nate.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, well,
Am I?
a lot of other people have too.
What's your dad's name?
Bruce.
Bruce. What's going on, Bruce?
Oh, not too much. Just relaxing right now.
Yeah.
Well, how about you tell us the most embarrassing story you could ever think of about Todd growing up?
Don't have any.
Oh, my goodness.
There's so many to think about, right?
Yeah. I know there was there's quite a few, but it's pretty nasty.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, Todd, we have no barriers at this point.
Now, don't talk about the dirty pictures.
Well, I talk about the Playboy book.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I had a stack a mile high.
Let's hear this.
Well, I told him I'd like to have my Playboy book back, and a lot of the pages are pretty sticky.
I never thought he'd notice.
Oh, my
I figured they
God.
never looked at him.
That's terrible.
Day's impressed, aren't you, Day?
Oh yes.
Dang.
I was born in
Oh,
a time
my
where
God.
all such things are on the internet.
Oh, yeah, Bruce. Day's here also. Dakota.
Oh, I'm not going to
Don't
talk
say my
no
full
more
name.
now.
Yeah, she was fine with it. She's of age.
You see, back then, you had to look at magazines.
Yeah.
And then the VHS tapes were just starting to come out. That's the old days. People don't realize that, Dad. Why we had to suffer.
What was Todd awkward when he was growing up at all?
Capital.
Not too bad.
Did you ever just like when Todd did something? Did you ever just shake your head and go, "What the hell? Like, is this my
A
kid?"
lot.
No, he really didn't do too bad. At least not in front of me, anyway.
That's good. See, I think you have a really good dad because when we call my mom in a minute, I guarantee you my mom's just going to say, "No, I think there's something wrong with my son."
Well, I'm sure the thing is, if you got Dad going, he'd come up with some stories, and then he'd think of something else, and it would just turn into a big old snowball after that. But I was a good kid.
That's good.
Yeah, you were.
I was a B student.
You were a B student?
I don't know about that.
Come on. My grade point average was an 80. That's B.
Mine wasn't.
I don't remember seeing any of it. But
I don't remember. You saw the
think you were.
fakes. You saw the fakes. That's why. This doesn't look like your teacher's handwriting.
Did he ever get in trouble? Like, did he ever like get caught sneaking out or drinking or anything?
Wow.
oh yeah, but I never caught him. No, he told me years later.
Remember the one time you found a little bit of vodka in my desk drawer?
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to send me off to Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's awesome.
Well, you know, my dad.
You didn't do any,
Go ahead.
You didn't do any more on what I did.
Well, like I said, my father taught me well, because I remember when I was younger, he'd say, you know, we did all this, but I never got caught. That's the important thing. You never get caught. So I always made sure not to get caught.
That's pretty good.
Hey, if you got any embarrassing stories of Todd or Nate, you want to know?
Somebody wants us to call this person.
Who? Oh, that's my stepdaughter. I can't call her. Well, I could call her, but I mean, she'd be like, what the? Anyway, so you said you're just thinking about me? Was it good things?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
We were just out. We just came back from dinner, so.
Oh, where'd you guys go? Did you go to Cafe 56 again?
No, we haven't been over the Wendy's for a while. We went over there.
Oh, okay. My parents are Cafe 56 fans. But
the one right there in Norwood? Norfolk?
Yeah, Norfolk.
It's nice.
Norfolk.
I haven't tried it yet.
Have you gone to Lulu Smokehouse yet?
Oh, that's pretty good.
I haven't.
No, I don't like my meat smoked.
Smoke?
You're not living.
Gotta try that smoked meat. Pulls right off the bone.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, well.
Well, you tell them about the time in school there when you upchucked everything?
No, I didn't. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Now they're starting to come out.
So you upchucked everything, huh?
Oh, my God. I was in like 10th grade or 11th grade, and I felt upset to my stomach. I went to school anyways because there was no staying home from school. So, well, not really. But I probably could have stayed home. But nonetheless, so I went to school, and I remember it was like first period was gym class. I sat out. And second period I got through. Third period was like social studies. And I'm sitting there, and I had Mr. Shangri.
Oh, I remember him.
And towards the end of the period, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go to the nurse's office or something. I'm not feeling well. I'm not smart enough to realize I got an upset stomach. I'm gonna throw up, and I just know my stomach hurt. So I walked out the door and went, you know, and it's not good. And I was down at the far wing. I forget what the room number was, but way at the far end. And I threw up just outside the door. And then I threw up again. I passed the bathroom. I could have went in the bathroom and threw up, but I guess I wanted to give them evidence. So I threw up again, and then the principal's office was right there. Mr. Van Buskirk was the principal.
Oh, yeah, I remember
then.
Mr. Van Buskirk.
And I'll know is I must have had puke hanging from my mouth, and I'm like, all right.
It's like, God damn it, Truex, get out of my office.
They didn't know my names. I never been in there.
Oh, okay.
So the secretary was like, go to the lavatory. Now,
Lavatory? I'm not going to science class.
that's what I said too. I didn't know what the hell a lavatory was.
So you walked into Mr. Wanzer's office?
No, I just kept walking down the hallway, throwing. Some kids following me, about I forget what the kids. He's an underclassman. He's like watching me.
He's like, hey, Mr. Todd.
Now, so I threw up. Now, the best time was, you know how you get in front of the library? The library was in the corner.
Yep.
And it was the senior, junior, whatever. And it was on the corners, all glass.
Yeah, yeah.
And I stand there, and then I just
all over the windows?
No, but I go right in front of there, and it's towards the end of class. Of course, everyone. All I heard was splat, and I heard a roar of ah. I keep walking. I throw up again, and there's some girls at the girls' locker room because I'm on that side of the school. You know, they're like looking out, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is horrible.
They're like, we're definitely not kissing him.
Yeah, I'm going, oh. So I ended up going into the nurse's office, and you know what she said to me? She goes, well, you don't look well. I said, I don't. But I felt fine after that. I was like, ooh. So they had to delay class.
Saw me 5 minutes ago.
So there was a over the PA system, like, please, wait 5 minutes.
So you don't slip and break your neck on Truex up, Chuck.
So I stayed out of school the next day. And then I felt fine, but I stayed out of school the day after that because I was more of an embarrassment.
Well, yeah, you want it to like blow over a little bit.
Nobody said anything. Like nobody. I'm like,
all right, here it comes. Don't say anything.
That was very.
Definitely tell him none of the girls are kissing him now.
So, anyways, but yeah.
Well, no, that was a good story. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was my throw-up story.
That's awesome.
That was a bad one. That's a bad day in paradise. But I like school though. I really didn't like missing it.
No.
I was weird.
Yeah, I didn't skip that. Well, you and I are probably cut from the same cloth where you didn't stay home because then you could do nothing.
Well, I mean,
So I couldn't do anything. I had to either stay in bed or on the couch, and I couldn't like mess around with toys or anything. I had to stay where I was. I was sick. So I didn't like staying home. I was like, nah, I'll go to school. That's cool.
I didn't mind school. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems. So I don't know. I was lucky like that.
I had a problem sitting still. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure what that's about.
You tell them about your car. You were checking the oil. You were checking the wrong thing.
Well, I didn't know. Nobody teaches me that. I didn't have Google and YouTube back then. Well, I had this card that said check the oil. So it was a Pontiac T1000. It had like 3 different dipsticks in it. So I'm just like looking and going, yeah, it looks all right.
Driving.
Yeah, that was the biggest dipstick. So
He's got jokes.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know, seems fine. I just keep driving. So I'm driving this girl home late after work. So I worked at Ponderosa.
Mm-hmm.
And, it wasn't that. No, oh my God, that was another time. Forget about that one. So
Confusing your times. There's some gray hair there, isn't there? Confusing your times.
Well, there was another time.
Someone texted us Todd's magazine collection.
Ramrod. Oh yeah, that was a good one. My God, I must know that guy. that was a heavy porn magazine too. That was like,
I don't remember that.
The full well, it wasn't a name. It was a pretty bad one. So. Yeah, that was before the internet, Dad. Lucky we didn't have the internet.
Oh man, every day I'm thinking, man, we would be all heathens and degenerates.
I would have never left the house.
Well, I think
that's why Dad could never get me out of the bedroom. When I was in 8th grade, they had to kick me out. Well, after my parents separated and stuff, we lived in. I had like the cellar to myself.
Wow.
I had my bedroom with my stereo, and the other room was a refrigerator.
Oh,
I could stock with soda.
Soda. Yeah, right. It was always soda. No vodka.
With Atari.
Oh,
why would I?
An Atari. For those of you listening that don't know what Atari is, it's like the first gaming console ever.
Why would I ever want to leave?
That's not true. Pong was out there, but it was literally like an
we
arcade
had a Pong.
Pong.
We had an old, I think an RCA TV with Pong. Yeah. You got an A1 TV, I think, Dad.
Yeah. I had an Atari too, and then you had to do that box in the back of it that had to switch from TV
from
to
the cable
game.
to the
Yep, I remember.
So we had that, and I remember Vanguard. I used to like playing Vanguard. I had Vanguard. So and
all the
yeah, Dad.
All the VHS tapes you had.
Wait, what kind of VHS tapes?
I don't.
Were they like snuff films or something? Got him going.
No, I only had one.
You turn it on and it goes, "Hey, Veronica."
No, actually, it was about incest.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Well, it was characters. It wasn't actual brothers and sisters.
But all right, so
it didn't matter because I always had to watch it with the sound down because I couldn't let anyone else hear it. Like, why? I didn't have a VCR in my room.
That's the craziest thing, though. You know their characters, but the storyline is still messed up.
Oh, it's very messed up. And when I finally figured out what it was talking about, I'm like,
oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
That's your no.
Oh man,
gross. Yes, Old Douglas Road. So yeah, Ramrod magazine, and the first time he played Frank Zappa for Ginny. And that must have been Titties and Beer. That's my stepmom.
Oh.
Because there was a Frank Zappa song called Titties and Beer.
So wait a second. You played this song for your stepmother?
Maybe. I don't necessarily remember that. I mean, I could have. I was always about when I was in 8th grade, we went down to Florida. And we stopped in New Jersey. And I was, I don't know, taking a deuce or whatever. They're dropping the deuce. And the inside of the stall had a little saying, and it said, Jack and Jill went up the hill to smoke a little leaf. Jack got high and dropped his fly, and Jill said, "Where's the beef?"
Oh my God.
And I couldn't wait to get out and tell that to my phone. Because, I mean, I figure I can't get in trouble because I read it off the wall.
It was just literature on the wall.
You know? I'm like, you never guess what I read on the wall.
In Jersey,
me,
right?
Ask me, yeah. Ask me, just ask me. What'd you read on the wall? Okay. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. Broken hearts are for assholes. Yeah. I don't remember.
We got you that picture there. All the girls in back of the truck.
Yeah, Dad brought me home. I think you guys went to Watertown. You come home from a shopping trip, and Dad got me a big poster said "hauling ass."
Do you remember those? Like you would get like those posters or those glass posters from like the carnivals and stuff like that. With that was the best times, weren't they?
I had I remember we went. My cousin Valerie took me to Darien Lake. And I brought home my first like rock and roll T-shirt. It was from Ozzy Osbourne, "Speak of the Devil," where it has him like throwing up some kind of jelly stuff. But it had the most hideous green sleeves that I ever saw. But I did buy it just because of that. So
that's awesome.
Well, speaking of memorabilia and shirts.
Oh, shirts.
We've got merchandise.
Oh my God! And it doesn't have those hideous sleeves. Hey, Dad, would you like a Tangents with Nate and Todd T-shirt?
Sure.
Okay, well, just
enthusiastic.
I guess so. I could use it to mop up the floor.
He's like,
well, if you do, just go to, where do they go?
They go to, that's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
You could help fund us too, Dad, if you become a Patreon member. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't you love your son?
They go to streamlabs.com/tangents with Nate and Todd.
That's not too hard. Just write that down, Dad. Tell Ginny she'll order up 3-4 of them. She'll look at some for the whole family.
Right, just jot that down on the pad next to the phone with the rotary dial.
Streamlabs.com/tangents with Nate and Todd /#/merch, Dad. Just remember that.
It's pretty weird. There's a semicolon. There's a hashtag in there. Pretty simple.
Don't forget the semicolon. The hell's a semicolon?
And when your doctor's around, you might want to talk to him about your colon.
You know, that's another one too. I heard about the digital exam. I think I heard that from you, Dad. Got a digital exam, and I'm like, digital exam? Yeah, I did. Took me a while to get
one
that
digit or two.
I'm like, digital? Like, what kind of exam is that? Is that some kind? I didn't know. It's a finger up the butt.
Almost made me spit.
Well, you got to check the prostate. And that's the best time I ever have when I go to the doctor.
What? I was agreeing. Yes. Oh wow. I was like, wait, what?
He told me one time. He says that doesn't even. There's something about the best time you'll have without buying me a 6-pack or something like that. I was like, my doctor.
It's when both hands show up on the shoulder.
Yeah.
That's when you would need to worry.
And he starts going.
Remember when we talked about the show and it was going to be such a fun, wholesome thing, and then we were like,
when did we ever say
Then we
that?
cracked the mics and we're like, yeah, screw all that.
I think you said fun and wholesome. I don't know what.
No, I never said anything actually.
Oh boy.
You remember all the times you went over to Abedella's store and got liquor and beer?
Me? Well, I had a special talent in high school. I looked older than I was.
That's awesome.
It's the only talent I really had in school that I was good at.
They're like, oh yeah, we're friends with the old guy. I mean Todd.
Yeah. Well, we would go there. Well, I remember it was before Thanksgiving. We had a dance. I don't know if it was the Tuesday or the Wednesday. I think it was the Tuesday before. I forget. Whenever we got out of school, and my friend Terry would say, "Hey, you know, if you just grow a little scruff, you look like you're 21."
Yeah.
All right, sure, whatever. So we go over to
18, wasn't it?
Well, I was 17.
Yeah, but wasn't
You were 17 and it was 18 at the time?
No, I was 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Was it 21?
Wasn't it like?
Yeah, no, it's 21. I'm too young, Dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it like 78 they changed it? Or
No,
79?
it was in the 80s, early 80s.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like 79.
I remember. But being 17, not that you ever drank underage, Dad.
A little bit. About 15.
15.
That's it.
I started late.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really until about 17.
I was about 17,
I tried.
but once I tried it, I was like, yeah, sign me up. then when I could go and buy it.
Then I started the hard stuff.
The best one was my friend Mike went into the Alvern Market with his Messina Red Raiders football jacket on and bought a 12-pack of beer.
Alvern Market. I haven't heard that in forever.
We were sitting in the car. We're like, the hell? Mike's still got his like Raiders jacket on.
But he was one of those after high school just couldn't let go guys. You know what I mean?
Like, because he was. I'm like, I don't want to do it. You want it, Mike? You go in there and buy it yourself. And he did.
Listen, now you say Raiders jacket. We were like lower middle class. I would say lower class, and we couldn't afford any of those things. My dad ended up finding one like at a lawn sale, but it had like the name Jesse on it. So I had to take like a stitch thing out just to take his name off, but it was always really still there because it was impressed. But I wore that so much. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
I don't even know where mine is.
Yeah, no, I don't still even know that.
My ex-wife still has it.
Does it say Jesse?
I don't think it says Jesse. No, we got. I think in 9th grade.
Wait, maybe mine said Todd. I might have a picture somewhere. I'll have to look for that because I remember even in the picture you could kind of still see it sitting there.
Jesse.
I can't remember the name, but I bet you it is Todd. Wouldn't it be funny if it was Todd?
No, it wasn't Todd. I still had mine. I mean, but I don't know what happened to it. It's boxed away somewhere. I swear, with my ex-wife.
Yeah, I remember that. They got out of a lawn sale or something. But I thought of it as brand new. They're like, yeah, they messed up the name.
Well, at least he was thinking of you.
Yeah.
So if you want to call us, 315-TOY ROAD.
Toy Road.
TOYROAD, so Toy Road. Yeah, that's what our number actually spelled out to. So I thought it was pretty good.
Look at that. I just got a Snapchat from someone trying to be supportive.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. They're watching.
You can certainly be supportive by becoming a Patreon member. And we do have the French Tickler
I don't know if
level.
you saw it, but there it is.
If you want to become a French Tickler dad, it's only $15 a month.
You know you want to be a French tickler. Is it French tickler or Spanish tickler?
One of those.
Yeah.
God. Bruce, I didn't know if I wanted to know that about you. But I guess now we're intimate.
Well, I hear you on the radio. It's like I know you.
I already got one of those.
I got 3. I got the pink one, the black one. I got the
Does the color matter, really?
not really, no. But then I got the fluorescent one. Glows in the dark.
Well, that one matters.
I can see what you're doing. I got one with the lamp on it. My dad gave me this. Hey, Dad, I've been using your hat, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
I've used it for everything but work, actually. But my dad gave me this hat, and it has a light on the visor. So I went and snowblowed.
Like a spelunker, or what is that?
I have no idea.
I think it's called spelunking when you go cave.
Well, I didn't do anything in a cave. But I said, well, a lot of times I'm up in ceilings and stuff, and I have a light. And but I've used it for, like, one time I had to go out yesterday in the shed, and I'm like, I'm going to put my hat on. Turn it on, boom, there's light. Get out, snow blow, there's light everywhere. I'm like, I got my light. And I'd use it for another thing, too. So it's come in handy already a few times.
Perfect.
Oh,
So
that's good.
Next thing you know, you're going to have a magnifying glass, too.
That's usually in the bedroom.
It's going to be sitting right next to your chair, right next to the crossword puzzle.
I'm like, honey, here's the magnifying glass. Do your business. Where is that thing?
So I would do this thing where I would go to TJ Maxx
Yeah.
in the clearance aisle. They used to have these magnifying glasses like attached to a horn or something like that, and I would just buy that for people's birthdays. I would find the stupidest thing in the clearance aisle, and I'm like, I'll get that and bring it to their birthday. And then they're like, thank you? Yeah.
Oh, Nate, you're so thoughtful.
Yeah, we've been looking for a magnifying glass with a horn attached to it.
Oh, man. Well, anyways, Dad, thanks for embarrassing me.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well, next time I'll make a list.
Yeah, start taking notes.
Yeah.
Things to embarrass Todd with.
Okay.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was my dad.
That was cool. He was fun. He had some
Like I
good
said, once you
stories.
get him rolling.
I'm afraid to give you my mom's number, actually, to call her. Because I have a feeling she will say some screwed up shit.
Well, you see, you notice I was pretty boring.
Yeah,
I was pretty boring. I really was.
I'm afraid, but you know what? Here you go. Here, I'll give you the number. Go ahead. You don't even
Okay.
have to. You don't
Can
even.
I just call her? Not even really.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she may not answer. I don't know if it's not me. Wait, you could just plug mine in. You could just give me that. Give me that.
Oh no,
plug.
this one I have in her phone.
Oh, okay.
That way. I can
Wait,
call
you're
her.
gonna get.
That way I can call her
so you can
anytime
say
I want.
my mom's phone number.
Yep. What's your mom's name? Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy Lasham.
Mrs. Lasham. She probably won't answer. I'll let you talk. Go ahead and talk. Let's mess with her. No, she probably won't.
Who the hell is calling? Come on, Kathy, call me. I'll send her a text message. Hey, Kathy, can you call me? Thanks, Todd.
She probably won't know. Wait, I wonder. Oh.
Your call has been forwarded to
Wait,
an automated
actually,
voice messaging
here.
system.
Here. Oh, wait, no, I can't plug into that. Oh, yes, I can. Here.
Do you have the adapter
Yep,
thing?
I do have the adapter.
Oh, okay.
Yep, hold on. Because actually, now that I think about it, because you said Todd, she has a story about the name Todd. So, oh, here. There you go. Just hit.
I don't know if I think I
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead and just hit call. Yep, that one. There we go.
Can I still talk to her?
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Well, it's my number. She knows it's going to be me.
Oh, that's okay.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hi. Is this Kathy?
Yes.
You're the one who spawned Nate?
Yes, I be the one.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, Mom, were you sleeping?
No.
Oh, it's Nate. We're doing our podcast right now.
I tried calling you. You didn't answer your phone.
Well, I won't answer a number I don't know.
Well, you should. It was me calling. I wanted to talk to you. This is Todd, by the way. Hi.
Oh, hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So, Mom,
Okay.
we were just talking. Tell the story of what you did to my youngest brother, Andrew, one Christmas with the name Todd.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
tell him what I used to do first.
Well, the thing is, Nathan and Ricky used to torture their little brother.
No.
So, yeah, and one of the things that they did was they used to tell him, you know, you're not really our brother. Mom and Dad found you out in the woods. What? Mom?
We used to
I'm
call
like,
him.
Guys, you gotta stop telling him that. You can't do that.
We
He
told him
would
his name
cry.
wasn't. So his name is Andrew, but we told him his name wasn't Andrew. It was Todd Coyote, and that he was born in the middle of the coyotes, and and his name was Todd Coyote. So a number of years later, when he was what maybe like 17, 15, 16, Mom.
Actually, no, it wasn't too long ago. Actually, it was a joke.
Oh yeah,
Are you talking about the Christmas present?
Yes, yeah, so my mom.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even too long ago. It was probably like 5-6 years ago. He's 30 now. But,
she labeled all his Christmas presents with Todd Coyote.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. He's like, Mom, really?
We did. He would cry. He would cry. No, I'm not. Because Andrew was like, well, he's 10 years younger than me, but he was, and then 8 years younger than Ricky. But so I would watch him all the time. But I would kind of big brother torture him.
You know, Kathy, I was the younger brother too.
Like putting him on the fridge. And,
I did.
Putting him up on top of the fridge.
I did. I used to make him sit on top of the fridge. I'm like, don't move, or you will fall and die.
I'm like, Nathan, what are you doing? Mom, you don't understand. He gets into everything.
Well, you know,
like,
Kathy,
really?
when I was younger, my older brother and sister and cousin too used to do similar things. Like when they put me into the pool, this is why I don't like water, because they told me if I go it was just a single level pool. Like what, 4 feet maybe tops, and so I would have to have my life jacket on, what have you. They said don't go anywhere near the middle, because there's a sinkhole in there, and you're gonna go right down in, and you don't know how to swim. And I would just sit to the side of the pool and be like, okay, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm not gonna move. And like, come on out the middle. No, be careful. And then my brother pretended it was like a sinkhole. He goes, whoa.
Freak you out.
And my sister would tell me ghost stories. There's a ghost that lives in her closet and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I would do that to Andrew and Ricky all the time.
Oh.
There was what was the one time I did with remember we would clean out the fridge. Ricky and I would clean out the fridge, and Andrew fit perfectly in the fridge. Well, and I would tell him, don't do this. So one time I'm babysitting him, and I hear. And I'm like, where is Andrew? And I'm like, wait a second. I open up the fridge. He's like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, don't do that again.
Oh no! And what about the locker one? What about me listening to Andrew screaming and going and yelling at you guys, Ricky, Nathan, leave him alone for about a half an hour. Finally, I get up because I'm not hearing you guys, and I go into the bedroom, and here's Andrew locked into the locker.
It was kind of, well, if you think about it, Mom, that's kind of like an inherited thing, because do you remember the time when we lived in Pennaville? I accidentally got into the toy box that had a lock latch, and I locked myself in.
Oh, yeah.
I was in there for a while.
We had a big trunk, an old-fashioned
That's
trunk.
what it was. It was like a trunk,
Yeah.
and it locked, and I was inside, and I'm like banging on it. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, that was our toy chest. But yeah, if you easily to fit a couple of small kids in there.
So, Mom,
yeah.
so we called Todd's dad, and we asked him if he had any embarrassing stories. Do you have any embarrassing stories for me? What's the worst one you can think of? Go ahead. The worst one.
For who?
For me. Well, not Todd, obviously. You didn't raise Todd, did you?
So, Kathy, tell me the
you?
most embarrassing story
Yeah.
about me.
Oh, you want one about Nathan?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
shit. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Give us the cherry on top.
I'm sitting at this little poker thing down at the arena. I don't know, it's something they had going on, And I'm sitting there at the table. Here comes Nathan up behind me with him and a couple of his friends. And he's got this purple hair and all, oh my God. I was like, what? I wanted to kill him.
Oh,
I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, you look like oh my goodness.
You can
look
say what you want.
crazy.
Mom, it was fuchsia. It was not purple. It was fuchsia.
Whatever. It was so crazy. Did I not go to school the next day with like a high skirt on and some boots?
Yeah, my
so I
mom
could
did do
teach
that.
you a lesson?
She did do
Yeah,
that.
I'm like, don't you embarrass me, because I'll embarrass you right
My
back.
mom would hit on my friends a lot.
I did not.
But they were so cute.
I shouldn't say she hit on, but she would threaten me for.
What? I just tell you they look nice.
Oh, you think I'm lying, Mom? Why don't you tell everyone how old your boyfriend is?
What? Excuse me?
So you like
I
younger
don't know.
younger men?
You don't know. You know.
He's only a few years older than you.
I'm 41, and how old is he?
Are you 44, honey? I think you are.
We probably passed by in high school. If we were...
Yeah, probably. But
My mom's a
whatever.
cougar.
But your mom's
Listen.
probably only, what, 38?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
And not for nothing, I ain't here for a long time. I'm only here for a good time. So.
Yay! I like that song. We're here for a
Yeah.
good time, not a long time.
So was I a good kid? Was I a rambunctious kid? Was I a
Oh my God.
We already know that. See, we already know the
Slept.
answer to that, Nate.
Would you say he never slept?
He never slept. Oh my God. I didn't have to go to the gym. I was good. Just saying.
I'm literally still the same way. I don't go to bed till very late, and I can pop up in the morning fine.
Oh, I know.
Was
Well,
Nate a bedwetter?
No.
No.
No?
Actually, none of my kids were.
Was he potty trained?
That's not true.
Really well.
That's not true. One of your sons was.
Oh, that was an accident.
It was not. It was continual. I shared a room with the guy. It was all the time.
Not my fault. Not my fault, man. I was sleeping. I didn't have time to get up at that age, man.
I won't call him out, but it was one of the two, so it's a 50-50.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
I remember I had to share a room with my brother, and it wasn't bad because I looked up to my brother, but he would sometimes torture me though.
Yeah.
But mostly just to leave him alone.
I remember one time I put Andrew in, that's my youngest brother. I put him in a swivel chair, and I was spinning him. He loved it. He was having a great time. He would come out all dizzy. But one time it kind of kicked out from underneath, and we had my dad built us a house, and it still had cement as the floor.
Right.
And
Oh.
and if we did have rug, it was like area rugs, but it really didn't pad much of it. And it had kicked out from underneath, and he had slammed his head on the floor. And I think to this day he can't say like certain words. So
Yeah.
Is this the first time you heard this, Kathy?
Yeah, sort of. And I was just curious, as long as you're telling everything. How did my owl plant thing get broken and you guys hid it under my bed and I didn't find it for 6
Yeah,
months?
what's the truth, Nate?
To be honest with you, I think we were
To
just
be honest with you.
we were just probably horsing around and wrestling because we wrestled all the time. It was like all the
Yeah,
time
I know
beating.
you did.
Yeah, all the time, like WWF style, not WWE. That's for amateurs.
Yep.
We were WWF and that sounded weird actually. WWF.
You should be watching this while I'm at bingo because your dad knew that I didn't want you guys watching it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, it probably just got broken. that's probably what it was. Like off the turnbuckle or something. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
That
I'm
happened
like,
one
oh,
time.
Man.
We were wrestling around, and my sister fell off the couch and cracked her head on the coffee table. That was not a good day.
Oh, so
Stitches.
So one time, my parents thought it was awesome to get us BB guns, and that was not a good thing for.
No, that was not my idea.
So
You shoot your eye out,
do you
kid.
remember? Do you remember what happened with the BB guns with Ricky and I?
No, I don't, but please do tell.
So one time, so we were shooting the BB guns, and we were over by this like outdoor cooker, like it's like a rock cooker. It was like, and Ricky thought it'd be a good idea to shoot down. I'm looking for some reason. I'm up looking inside the cooker, like for some reason, and he thought it'd be a good idea to shoot at the rock.
Right.
Well, the rock ricocheted, hit me in the temple. Do you remember about getting hit in the temple? What the fear was that people you don't hit people in the temple, you will
Right.
die instantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
He hit me in the temple. I go, you better run. If I'm gonna die, you better run. And he ran because I'm gonna shoot you. And I shot him in the hand, and he went and told on me, and we got in trouble.
That happened. My friend had a Daisy Red Rider, actually.
That's what we had.
He had a
Yep.
Daisy Red Rider. He also had a Daisy 840, which is a little bit more powerful. But anyways, I loved my BB guns. We had a Crossman 760 also. So
that's 10 pump.
yeah,
isn't
the
it?
10
That's
pump.
10
Yeah,
pump.
the
Did you ever
840.
have BB gun wars?
No.
See,
no,
even
'cause I'm smart
after-
enough not to shoot at each other.
See,
with BB
even
guns.
after all this that we got in trouble, as we got a little older, we ended up having BB gun wars. I don't advocate if anyone's watching that's younger, they shouldn't be watching this.
Because
but-
BBs do hurt.
But the thing was, you only did one pump. One pump, it was okay, and you couldn't be too close.
Well, you see, the 840 was a single pneumatic. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't know what single pneumatic meant. But
I still don't.
It just means you pump it once,
Oh yeah.
and it shoots the same. I used to pump that sucker like 12 times. And it was like, that's getting more powerful. Now, the 760, you pump it like 15 times.
So you were just cocking
I'd
it
be like,
once. You
cocking
cocked
like
it
15
once, and then
times.
you're like, oh.
All I needed to do was once. I didn't know what single pneumatic. I was in 5th grade. I didn't know what pneumatic meant. Anyway, so I had this Daisy Red Rider. I cocked it, and there's a baseball on the ground. And I'm going to shoot the baseball. Thinking like it's going to like go right through the baseball or something, right? It hits the baseball, bounces back, hits me on the tooth.
Oh, no.
And matter of fact, you can still tell this front tooth is back a little bit. Well, it's so...
The BB thrusted.
Yeah. Nate's got to change his microphone. Here.
Sorry.
So
the BB thrusted so hard it hit your
it
tooth
hit my
back.
tooth, and it was always a little offset by that, but it hurt. And I couldn't drink anything cold because my tooth was sensitive.
And I bet you it really didn't do anything, but like in your head, because that happened, that's what happened.
Well, it took about a day and a half for that sensitivity to go away. And do you think I said anything? No.
No. Mom, do you remember the 3-wheeler we had?
Oh, yeah.
How come we don't have the 3-wheeler anymore, huh?
I don't know. People like to drive it into the house
That's what I did.
Drive it into the house.
while I'm doing my housework. It scares the living crap out of
So,
me.
of course, we weren't supposed to ride it when no one was there.
Right.
And I rode it, and I couldn't stop it, and it went right into the
That
house.
one.
Yeah, do you remember that? I didn't. You weren't there at the time.
The one you guys flipped it? Who flipped
Oh,
it?
that was me. Okay, so all right, you remember quads, 4-wheelers and stuff like that. So the neighborhood kids, they had all the newest stuff.
Right.
We always had my parents were awesome.
Jesse?
They got me what they could get me,
Yeah.
and I appreciated it. It was never the best shit, but it was shit I could use, and I'm fine with that.
It was. You got the Atari.
That's
you just
right.
didn't get it until a year later.
That's right, but I got it, and so I'm happy about that. But so anyways, we have this 3-wheeler, And the buddies are telling me, oh, we got to go out riding. I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to do it, but, whatever. I'm a punk rocker, right? So I get on it, and he's like, let's race. And I go, oh, I'll beat you. And he's got, like, this quad runner that's, like, 1987. Mine's, like, a 82, like, three-wheeler that will not. But I'm racing him, and I raced him. So it was called the Pit behind our house, and it went in a circle. And I'm going as fast as I can. I hit the biggest rock in the world, and I flip it. I'm telling you, in my head, the story is more embellished, obviously, but the thing goes up in the air and it falls right on me, on my knee and everything. And actually, I remember it messed up my knee, so they helped me get it back, and that's when I ran into the house because I couldn't stop it because I messed up my knee. So I put it back like nothing happened, but it was obvious when you walked up to it that something happened because it was all destroyed. But I pretend, oh, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Just kids playing. That's all right. No big deal.
Dad always loved that when I got in trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Now, did Nate get in trouble at school? I mean, did you have to go to school and
Not really.
no principals calling home or teachers being like, what was it like going to a parent-teacher conference for Nathan?
They loved him. Everybody loved him.
I mean, come on.
They did?
You know what?
God, yes. Oh, he's so cute. He's so nice. Oh, he's such a wonderful boy. Blah blah blah.
So what you're saying then, Kathy, is that he was a real brown noser. He was a suck
like
up.
his mother.
So far up their ass, he couldn't. Well.
Yep.
But it's the same thing. That's why I loved going to parent-teacher conferences because I knew exactly what the teachers were going to say. Both my kids, they're like, "Oh, Alex was so good," or "Abby, she's doing so well," and this and that, and da da da. I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." Makes me want to cry. And then they come home.
Actually,
well, when they would try to act up in the store, and I would just grab their hand and squeeze it real hard.
I use the squeeze method too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had the squeeze method, but Dad had a look.
Yeah.
I gave the look too.
Yeah.
But when I was about 12 or 13, of course, I was a big kid. I was tall, and my mother would come after us with one time she came after me with a fly swatter. She was mad. I forget what I did. She's hit me with fly swatter, and I'm like, I realized like this doesn't hurt at all. This does not intimidate me whatsoever.
No, you guys would say it. That didn't hurt.
Yeah. No. See, yeah, we weren't really afraid of Mom, but Dad, we were afraid.
Well, we got the belt. That's a different story.
Yeah, that's.
But Dad,
Mom was all talk, and then she'd sometimes have action. We're like, oh, that's your action.
Well,
see,
that was
okay.
But I was still scared of my mother. When I was a little kid, Mom could slap me. I'd be like, oh. Well, when she came after me with the fly swatter, and it was so funny to see this little woman like hit me with this fly swatter. I'm like, seriously, Mom, right now you hit me with a fly swatter? Come on, hit me another time. And she started laughing. So I forgot about what I did, but she did too. Thank God.
Oh yeah, I would punish these guys, and then I'd go out and make them a sandwich. And
She
bring
would?
them some chips and a little snack. Here you go. Here's something to eat. I'd still spoil them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember when you would let me eat cereal in like the middle of the night when we used to live in Syracuse, and I would get, I think it was sugar pops, or
right,
and they would have the
Get you all
glow in the dark
hopped up
ball.
on sugar.
Oh man, I remember that.
Shoot, what time is it? Okay, good. Because I told my wife I'd be home by 8 o'clock. And I'm like looking at it going, why are we doing this for an hour and a half? We're late.
Well, Mom, thank you very much for entertaining us.
Holy moly. Hey, Kathy, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Talking to you. Nice talking to you, Todd.
Thank you.
Love you, Mom.
You have a nice holiday.
You too. Thank you so much. We'll probably see you. I'll be over sometime.
Okay.
You're way out of her age range. You're way out of her age range.
Oh, yeah, man. You're too old for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've got lots of experience.
Yeah, but you should see the white hair.
I know.
Good night, guys.
Love you.
Good night,
Bye.
Love you, Nate.
Yeah. I think that was actually tamed, Mom.
Tamed Mom?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny was somebody I put up there talked about my dad with the voice. All of my dad was, hey! Get one of those. Oh, yeah. Here's another thing with my father. My father could get kind of grumpy.
Yeah.
And it seemed like whenever he got, and we always had to do like something around the house. And I, of course, I'd have to help him. And I'm like, you know, I might as well just. I'm in no use of anything, you know.
I hated.
And Dad would be like, hey, "Give me a 7/16, whatever." I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
This?
I remember I would come.
Bring a hammer?
One time he said, "Give me a wrench," and I brought him back a monkey wrench, you know, like a big pipe
like
wrench.
the pipe wrench, yeah.
Because I remember from a cartoon that they called that a monkey wrench. So, it must be talking about this wrench. So
He's like, "What the heck is wrong with you?"
I read to him, look at me, he's like,
Are
it's
you
not.
stupid?
No, he didn't. He
Oh.
wasn't demeaning like that. But I remember him looking at me going, well, that wasn't quite the wrench I was thinking of.
Oh, he said he was a nice dad.
But he would get mad at things because something wouldn't go right. And a whole diatribe of
But it's funny
bad
now
words.
because you're a dad and you kind of know those little frustrations.
I get it.
You get it. You get it a little bit.
But every time, like when I got to be a teenager and I had friends over, or like a good example is my dad was putting a heating block kind of thing where you plug it into the your at night so the car will stay warm because the car's outside.
Yep.
And you have to install it. And I'm sitting there like, you know, holding the wrench and watching him do it. Well, it wasn't going as smoothly. Nothing ever went smoothly when Dad worked on a project. Nothing. Always something. Jesus Christ! You know? So and here comes my friends, you know, like seeing if Todd can go out tonight, you know, kind of thing. And there's my dad. Jesus Christ! What the fuck is going on here? Piece of shit! And I saw him walking down the driveway. Then he turned around and just walked away. I just looked at him. Said, no, not tonight, guys. See you later. And then my buddy Alex, he one time because Dad was not gruff, you know, but he would pick us up and, you know, he wasn't like, hey, how you doing, guys? Go on in, hey, you know. Yeah. That was more like, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, he would make little caricatures of my father because my dad would always pick me up. He'd walk home because he lived by the high school, and Dad picked me up, and so I'm like, hey, see you later. So, you know, there's my dad, and he always thought. My friend Alex thought that my father hated him. You know?
Really? Because he didn't say much?
Yeah, because he didn't say anything, or, you know, it was like,
That's
you know,
funny.
hey, how you doing, Mr. Truex?
The same guy, us guys in your cellar, he would say, boys, quiet down. That's awesome.
Yeah, like, hey!
Quiet down.
There!
Shut your goddamn mouth.
He never swore at me. Like, he was never like, you rotten piece of whatever.
Tori, that's
why he is spoiled.
I'm not spoiled. That's not true.
You know, my mother and my parents did not spoil us. I mean, that's for sure. You know, the first me, you know, we had to be in bed at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and there was no sparing the rod, and there was no, you know, I mean, we all grew up to be good people. I mean, you know, there's
my parents, like
nothing
I said,
wrong with us.
My parents didn't have much, and they got us what we desired and at an appropriate time that we can handle.
I never knew that we didn't have much.
You know what? At the time, I really didn't know either. It's like when you get into high school and junior high, you realize, oh, okay. But at the same time, you know, my parents were, they did whatever they could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I appreciated it all.
No, I never really wanted I wanted records. You know, I wanted a stereo system, but most of the time, you know, Dad would say, "Well, if you want it, go out and buy it."
Get it, yeah.
You know,
get it.
So,
although that one time I got banned from Jamesway from getting it. The one time
did you do a little 5-finger discount?
The one time I was like, I'm gonna go get it. I'll go get it.
Dad didn't encourage me to steal it.
Yeah,
he
they
encouraged
literally
me to earn it.
So they banned me from Jamesway. I remember it was a Warrant Cherry Pie cassette single. Remember the cassette singles?
She's bad. You should have bought.
Here's the thing. I was with a friend that I really was not friends with. Like, it was the first time I hung out with this guy, and he convinced me, like, oh, dude, this is the way to get the music. And I'm like, oh, that seems easy. And he's, like, loading himself up. Like,
What was his first name?
I don't even remember his first name. That's how, like...
Older guy?
It was like, no, he was younger, actually. That was,
okay.
He was, like, the bad influence. He was a younger guy. But he had stuffed his pants in his sock and loaded. I got to tell you, I think he had 30 cassettes in his pocket.
Wow.
I stole one. We
You
walk
get
out.
busted.
We walk out. The guy grabs me and not him. And that guy walks away. My dad come down. Oh, my God. I thought my dad was going to kill them for catching me.
Right.
And then me afterwards. Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
I had some friends, and that I never did in high school, but, you know, I had some friends who experimented with marijuana. Marijuana.
It's legal in
And
Canada.
I still say that Guns N' Roses tablature book kept me from getting in trouble that night because I just bought the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction guitar tablature book.
Nice.
Couldn't wait. It was awesome. And seriously, and I love that record, and I couldn't wait to dig into it. And my buddy's like, come on, we're going to go out. I'm like, no, I'm going to stay in tonight. I'm going to play. Well, they all went out and were drinking, and only a couple of them did, But didn't they get pulled over?
Oh.
And get busted with, with a little bit of whatever. Again, this was 1989.
That was my first cassette, by the way.
1989?
No. It was, no. Yeah, Taylor Swift, 1989. No, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
And I remember, I knew it was going to be in the paper because they got charged.
Wow.
And so I took one paper and got the article out of it, whatever.
Put it in your scrapbook, did you?
No, I just took the page. Well, I didn't realize that was the Courier Observer or Messina Observer, what it was at the time. Well, or maybe it was the Watertown, and I forgot the Courier had it, or the Observer had it, like the next day or whatever it was. Anyways, he found it. And so you always knew you were in trouble when Dad would come up and be like, come here. Come here.
Yep.
He just had a certain, like, oh, shit, this is not good.
Yep.
So I'm like, yeah. He goes, what is this shit? What is this shit? You're not doing this shit, are you? You don't know. I'm just like, no. And I wasn't. I drank, but I didn't.
That wasn't me.
That's cool. They never forced on me whatever they understood.
Watch, Dad. Watch what I can do.
But I'm like, no. I swear to God. So, and like the next day, my son, my friend was out of school the next day after that. Well, then he came to school the day after that. I'm like, hey, what happened? Did you get in trouble? He was like, no, my dad said, he used to do stuff like that, just don't be stupid about it, whatever. I'm like, are you serious? I almost got grounded. I didn't do anything. I wasn't even with you. I got hollered at.
Guilt by association.
Stupid.
Todd had a hell of a Black Sabbath collection.
Yes.
He also had a mullet.
I still do. I don't have any, pictures. I was going through my phone, and the pictures popped up with my senior year in high school.
I think I have that, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, but somewhere there is a mullet picture. Somewhere.
I went on a date with someone on Plenty of. Wait, that's
all.
all.
Oh, that was the only.
That's all. Sorry, my bad.
Well, I like. See, a lot of people. I like heavy metal when I was a kid. So like Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. Everyone thought I was like on drugs.
Yeah.
I was a big square.
Right,
I really,
yeah.
So it was, but I loved heavy metal music.
See, I hung out with I hung out with people when we were in bands, and the guys I hung out with would get into some stuff, and I was guilt by association sometimes. But
no, I would too, and I was a pretty quiet kid. I really did. I was talked within my circles, but I pretty much sat in the back of class, kept my mouth shut.
Right.
So, because I was very quiet.
Well, I guess that's it, isn't it?
Also. And what about this rap battle? Quickly.
Oh, I like punk.
So
Yeah,
my question is, will you guys do a rap battle about Christmas? I'm not good at rapping.
Oh my God, rap battle. Well, first we need to. Drop
I did
a
it
beat.
for the hoes.
What?
Got to mention listening to punk music.
I listen to punk music all day long. I didn't start. Or no, So I did like Sex Pistols and all that. But then I evolved. That's that.
Dashboard Confessional.
No, it's not. Don't say that. I do have 3 of their albums, but
Just every time you say punk, I know it's not a punk band. I know. I used to like the Dayglow Abortions, the Dead Kennedys.
Oh, Dead Kennedys. Yeah.
There was Gangrene, Black Flag, Henry Rollins, Black Flag.
Black Flag. Yeah. Well, come on.
That was the Henry. That was the Black
that's
Flag
what really brought him out, though.
But it was Loose Nut and what is it? Loose Nut and
yeah, he's got Overkill. Yep.
No.
Jawbreaker. See, so Jawbreaker. All right, so Jawbreaker got me into Pennywise, and then Rancid. Actually, here's a funny story. So remember when Green Day came out? Obviously, there was other punk that was happening.
That's pussy punk.
But Green Day came out, and you remember when we all get cassettes and albums and stuff that you would always read the liner notes.
Oh yeah.
Always read that. That's what got me into the good stuff, because Green Day, even though that was popular, they thanked a lot of cool people. Rancid, Pennywise, all those. And I'm like, oh, who are these guys? So I went and then I'm getting into the good stuff, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Here's some fun stuff. Actually, if you're into punk music and you haven't watched the documentary, it's called The Other F Word. It's a great documentary. It's
Funk?
Father.
Oh.
It means father because it's
I'm
all the
kidding.
punk rock people that became dads now. And
Oh, yeah, I think
and it
I saw some
follows
of
them.
that.
So it's based off the book that the lead singer of Pennywise wrote, and then he's obviously one of the people you follow. But it follows like Fat Mike, a couple guys from Blink-182, Flea.
Well, it's kind
Flea
of
from
well,
Red Hot
see,
Chili
When I
Peppers?
first discovered Red Hot Chili Peppers before they really got popular, and that was a kind of a mix of like, but really crazy funk music.
Yeah.
But like,
But in the very beginning, it was like straight up punk rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they had blends of other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Bad Brains. You ever listen to Bad Brains?
Yes, yes.
They had some interesting stuff. Even like some Faith No More stuff. It wasn't really punk, but they had elements of some stuff in there. I don't see. I was more like hard rock, heavy metal. But then I discovered Black Flag and Suicidal Tendencies. Suicidal Tendencies were their first album. After that, I didn't care for them so much. But they did. They got in trouble because they said, well, President Reagan, was
Right.
They had a song that said, "I shot Reagan."
Yeah.
And
Can't do that.
It's like you did one album and then he went away for a long time. Or they had that song about, come on, I just want a Pepsi. You're on drugs.
There was a band in Moscow. It was a female punk rock band called Pussy Riot, and they got put in prison for saying something about Putin.
Yeah. Well, another great rock band, and I encourage everyone to go and listen to it, is a Nashville Pussy. And it's a rock band.
I like how you get to the close of the mic.
Nashville Pussy. And it's named after, because Ted Nugent did this whole thing on his live album. He goes, this song's going out to all that Nashville pussy. And he had a song called Wang Dang Sweet Poontang.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's where we got our name. They're really, raunchy. The guy can't sing worth of beans, but they're filthy. And this is what kind of gets me, weird fantasy kind of thing, is the guitar player is this female, bodacious tatas, big, blonde, curly hair. I can't even see her face. I don't care what she looks like. She's got a hot body. I mean, she plays really, pretty good rock and guitar, and I'm going, oh my God. And the guy is a horrible singer, but he reminds me a lot of punk type lyrics, really filthy stuff.
Oh man.
So
wait, not all punk is filthy. So sometimes
no,
it's
you're right.
Either political
but
or just angsty.
Well, that's funny because I got into the Dead Kennedys. You want to talk about political?
Yeah.
Then they had
Propaganda. That's a political one.
What was the one? It was the one with the
guy
baby on the front there, and then there was
guitar.
the other one with anyway.
Baby on the front, Nirvana.
No,
That
that
wasn't
was
really punk,
yeah, but
that
it
was
was
grunge.
like an abortion thing though. They were pretty
Yeah,
out there.
I forgot about that one.
And Frankenchrist, I think was it called. I don't know, but I had the cassette tape, and so I don't know. And it's funny because punk, what is that? To me, it was just rock music.
It
was
is.
all
It's rock music. Sometimes it's just shorter versions of rock music.
Yeah, but like I love Motorhead.
That's probably why I like punk music. I obviously had ADHD growing up and still do, and that's why I liked it, because after 2.5 minutes, I'm bored.
Listen to there's an offshoot band called Stormtroopers of Death, which came from a couple guys from Anthrax and a couple other guys from some other bands of the era, which was in the 80s. And they're called SOD. And the longest song on it is a minute and a half. It's like 20 some odd songs. And one of the best ones called the Anti-Procrastination Song. And it's like, the Anti-Procrastination Song! That's
Actually, Fat Records, Fat Mike from NoFX, he started the label Fat Records. He would do compilations, and there was one compilation where he had 100 bands on the CD. They all had 30-second songs. Yeah. And they were great songs, actually. That was the one time I was like, man, this song could be longer. So, yeah.
But I mean, it was 21 songs, and some of them were just like that. They had this one called Diamonds and Rust or something. It was for the Judas Priest song. And it goes, Diamonds and Rust. And that's it. And then it was like, there was a Jimi Hendrix thing where, I forget what it was called, but it had like the intro to Purple Haze. Dun, 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 dun. He's dead.
When I had a punk rock band called, we had a couple of them. One was Bulge, and then PFL, Punk for Life. And we had a song, yeah.
Well, there's PIL, wasn't it? Public Image Limited?
Yeah, that's why we did PFL.
Yeah,
actually.
okay.
So I even, in my home ec class, embroidered PFL on my book bag because that's punk, right? Anyhow, one of our song was I'll Be Grateful When You're Dead, and it was about Jerry Garcia, and it was ironically he died not too long later.
I'm grateful now.
And we were like, I'll be grateful when he's dead.
We had Roadkill. I think that was the name of the band in high school, and think it was called Roadkill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And we wrote, like, the guys would write lyrics, and I would just play every chord that I knew.
Every chord that you knew.
You know, it was pretty punky because it had no melody, no rhythm. So it was like Armies of the Immortal, and that was the most serious one. We did one called 10-Pound Frog, 1-Pound Toad, or 1-Pound Frog, 10-Pound Toad, and then there was Talk
awesome.
to Me, Johnny, and I wish somewhere there's a cassette tape floating around with some of this stuff on
I
there.
actually have some of mine. We'll play that next show maybe. I have actually all the old stuff.
But you're right. I got to go because it is now
Me too.
7:30, and I told my wife I'd be home at 8 o'clock, and I'm already in trouble.
Well,
So,
guess what? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Furry love.
I love my furry love. Oh.
An Amish love. Do you like feet?
Especially ones with big old calluses on them.
I like a good club foot.
I love feet. There we go. There's our theme.
Toe jam.
I love feet.
It makes me weep.
Love feet. I love feet.
Mercy.
Oh, baby, don't cut those toenails. Keep them long. 'Cause I want you to scratch my back.
Can you imagine that?
Ooh, I want you to climb the walls with those, baby. Oh, I love feet. I'm in search of a mature woman. You know I like to please. Really doesn't matter. You don't have to send a nude. Well, you could if you please, because in search of a mature woman, in search of a mature woman, send a pic with reply so I know you're real. It doesn't have to be a nude. Drinking whiskey, loving life, that Earl, he gets frisky. He loves his wife every night when he can.